Alright, folks. Got it all.
Hello? Oh, there I am. Now I'm on 2. That's all right.
I can switch it if you want.
No, I don't care. All right, here we go, folks. Sorry about that. My lack of communication skills shining through. So we are here at Briarcrest Saints Field, and your home Saints will be hosting the Germantown Red Devils. Germantown will be up to bat first, and number 5, Randy Smith, will be leading off. He is your catcher. Behind him will be number 2, Kylon Joyner. He's your shortstop. And batting in the third hole will be number 7, Andre McLaren. He's your first baseman. So I will get to the Saints here in a minute. You got a squared bunt. Pretty easy play. One pitch, one out. So you got Mr. Dylan James on the hill for the Saints. You got Cooper Thompson at third base, Griffin Rose at shortstop. I believe Brennan Bomar is at second. You have, let me see the rest here. You got Jack Newman at first base. I believe you got Nolan Cody in left. We got a fastball taken for strike 1 to your 2-hole hitter. You got Josh Russell in center, and you got Josh Brown in right. It's a pretty good pitch, about belt high, taken for ball 1. Mr. Kylon Joyner, your shortstop, is your 2-hole hitter. That ball's hit right at Mr. Bomar. One hopper taken for out 2. So we got 3 pitches and 2 outs here. So at that pace, moving pretty quick. So in the 3-hole here for Germantown is number 7, Andre McLaren. I could be wrong on that. If I am, my apologies. He is your first baseman. Saints pulled out a win in their last game the other night against Lausanne. So they're looking to continue a little streak they have here. It's a fastball taken in off the plate for ball 2. Dylan James pitched a complete game. Pretty phenomenal game his last time out. That's going to be in the 4-hole for the first base hit of the game for Germantown. So get the no-hitter out of the way. Big fella number 24 comes to the plate. That's a big kid. Caleb Isabel, the third baseman. So we got 2 outs, top of the first. Germantown up to bat. They got a runner on first. The 4-hole hitter number 24 is up. Dylan's going to check on him, and that was awful close. Dylan is very good going to first. Mr. Cooper T getting some action over there on third base today. Moves Brennan over to second. Dylan primarily carries the second base role for the Saints, and he's on the hill, so shifts him up a little bit. That'll be a 1-hopper to Brennan. Easy put out to first, so 3 quick outs, top of the first. Score is 0-0. All right, here we go, folks. Come to the plate for your home team. Saints will be number 1, Josh Brown. He's your right fielder. Behind him will be number 28, Griffin Rose, your shortstop. Batting in the 3-hole will be number 21, Josh Russell, your center fielder. And if we get there, hopefully, number 13, Trip Ray, your DH, will come up. So here we go. Josh Brown up for the Saints. It's a fastball in the dirt, taken for ball 1. Josh has been pretty solid with the bat at the leadoff position for the Saints this year. It's pretty good off speed. Falls in there for strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. On a beautiful afternoon. Here in about an hour it'll be cold, but right now it's still moderate. It's an off speed, misses inside. 2 balls, 1 strike. To your hitter, Josh Brown, number 1, right fielder for the Saints. It's a good pitch. That'll be a hit in the 4-hole. Good pitch and a really good hit by Josh, just kind of poking it where it was pitched. Tried to do any more with that, and that would have been pulled up the middle and been an out. But good job, good hitting right there. That was a good pitch. So Josh is aboard. 1 man up, 1 man on, no outs. Your shortstop, number 28 today. Griffin's changed numbers on me here. Catcher, airmails 1. Got a pretty quick release. It just came off there. So we have a man on second now. Our shortstop in the 2-hole, Griffin Rose. Got Josh Brown stands on second now. That was taken for ball 1. Griffin has had a really good bat this year. He grounds out to the shortstop. Does move the runner, though. We got a runner 90 feet away with 1 out. We got the center fielder, number 21, Josh Russell, comes to the plate. Good play by your shortstop there. Josh liked that pitch. Almost snagged by your third baseman. That ball was hit pretty hard. Almost a great play, but ball hit hard enough. They're hard to handle, so he did good keep that on the infield. So Josh gets the ribby, scores the run, and he stands on first base, and our big fella, Trip Ray, our Lightning McQueen fan, stands at the plate.
No, everybody says so.
They check on Josh over there at first. He gets back safely. See if Tripp can get a hold of one here. Tripp broke out the new cleats today. So Josh easily stands up at second on probably a wild pitch by the pitcher there. Gets away from the catcher. He was going anyway. So we got a runner at second. Scores 1-0. The Saints. We do have 1 out, but Trip Ray, the designated hitter, is up to bat with 1 ball. No strikes. That's a ball outside taken for 2 balls. No strikes. Jack Newman, number 7, your first baseman, will come to the plate after Tripp. Behind him will be Nolan Cody. That's a ball down taken for ball 3. So Tripp gets the green light, but going going to want a good pitch to go after it. So that's a ball, kind of just a pass ball there. Tripp gets down to first with a walk. And Josh gets to third. Jack Newman comes to the plate with 1 out. Josh Russell stands at third. Jack Newman is at the plate. Tripp Ray stands at first base. Left fielder will nestle under that. Josh will tag and take off. That gets the ribby in. Good job by Jack Newman. And Tripp stays put at first. The score is now 2-0. Nolan Cody, number 5, your left fielder, comes to the plate. Nolan's hit the ball well this year. Kind of didn't get a lot of opportunities early in the season. When he came in, he capitalized on them, and he is an everyday player now, and has played a majority of the left field because of taking control of the opportunity. He played very well. So Tripp steals a base, gets to second. So we got a runner 180 feet away. Got 2 outs. Nolan Cody, your left fielder, is at the plate. Hits that ball pretty good, but left fielder should handle that. And he does. So you got the 3rd out, but not before the Saints put up 2 runs in the bottom of the first. Score is 2-0 Briarcrest. All right, folks, number 15 comes to the plate for Germantown. In the top of the second here, this is your pitcher. I can't pronounce his name. I'm not even going to try to. I'm just going to call him number 15 here. I'll mess it up. Dylan starts him off with a fastball in. Swing and a miss for strike 1. Strike 2 taken right over the outside part of the plate. Count is no balls, 2 strikes. Dylan's tough when you give him a head because that curveball is disgusting. And there it is for a strikeout. Get 1 out for the Saints here. Top of the second. Gets a fastball right over the heart of the plate, a little above the knees. Taken for strike one. No balls, one strike, one out. That's a fastball at the knees on the outer half of the plate. Swing and a miss. Dylan ahead quickly. No balls, two strikes. Got some speed there. A swinging bunt gets back, and about halfway between the catcher and the pitcher, Dylan tries to get it, but no such luck. We got an infield base hit here. Can't field it cleanly, but the kid was motoring. I don't think it was going to get him anyway. So number 14 steps to the plate for Germantown. Mr. Braden. Braden Mons. Number 14. He's your center fielder. Germantown's got one out. Got a man on first. He did go on the bunt, so we got no balls, one strike, one out. Pretty good speed on the pads. I would expect this man to take off here at some point. He does. And he took off a little late, and we don't get to the bag, and he is there. So we got a stolen base here. That's a good curveball right there. Second out. Dylan not really worried about the base. Dylan's got two outs, got a runner on second. Number 21 steps to the plate for Germantown. It's a first pitch curveball. A lot of break, gets a swing and a miss. No balls, one strike. Two outs. It's a fastball right at the knees, right over the heart of the plate. DJ is rolling here thus far. Top of the second. No balls, two strikes, two outs. Runner on second base. Gets a curveball, a swing and a miss, and makes short work of that. So after an inning and a half, Saints lead 2-0. All right, Saints, here we go. Bottom of the second inning. Saints lead 2-0. They send the third baseman, number 4, Cooper Thompson, to the plate. See if Cooper can get it going here and get the scoring going for the Saints in the bottom of the second. Behind him will be your catcher, Tyler Bryan. A little confusion on the something there. I don't know what it was. And Cooper is going to find himself a base.
Number 40, Tyler Bryan.
As a coach, you like to see kids that stand there and take that, right? So many kids just want to get out of the way, and Cooper said, you know what, I think I'll take the free base. So your catcher, number 40, comes up here. See if he can find a good pitch to get on here and hit something solid and get Cooper to second base. Stay out of the middle here. That is a wild pitch, so Cooper takes off and he gets to second. Count is 1 ball, no strikes. Tyler got some new cleats on, so when y'all see him, make fun of his ugly cleats. I mean, technically they are green, but his other ones were worn out, and that's what he came up with. So Cooper Thompson stands at the plate. We got a base hit. Move the runner to third. Somehow or another he managed to wait on that. So our catcher is aboard. Cooper Thompson gets to third. We got no outs.
Now batting number 27.
So number 27, Brennan Bomar, comes in here. We get a runner for the catcher there. Jack Lawrence comes in. He's at first base now. Cooper T stands at third. Brennan Bomar is second baseman. Number 27 is at the plate with no outs. 2 men on, runners on the corners. See if Jack takes off for second. He does. Be up safely. That was a ball outside off the plate. 1 ball, no strikes. It was the cleats that did it. New cleats equal base hits. See if we can put some good cuts on the ball here to keep it going. Brennan tries to wait back and yanks one foul, even the count. 1 ball, 1 strike. He's going to keep that one fair. And third baseman throws it away. Hal will score 2. Brennan will go all the way to third. So the score now 4-0 on an E5. Did a really good job fielding that. Kept it in front of him. Just yanked it down the first base line a little, and first baseman couldn't get it. Ball goes to the fence. So your leadoff hitter, number 1, is back up for the Saints. Josh Brown has a runner 90 feet away, and Brennan Bomar scores 4-0 on a couple of base hits. Number 28, Griffin Rose, your shortstop, will come up after him. He grounded out his last time up, but put a runner at third. So Josh had a base hit in the 4-hole his first time up. Good solid hit right in the gap. See if Josh can continue the hot streak here. Gets a good pitch right back at the pitcher. That ball was going to be a base hit anyway after it got by the pitcher. That'll score a run. Josh stands at first base. So the score's 5-0. Griffin Rose, number 28, comes to the plate. Your shortstop. You're going to want to stay out of the middle here. No outs. Josh takes off. Throw off line. Josh Brown is safe. Ball one. Griffin gets a good pitch to swing at. Hit right at the left fielder. That will be a put out by your left fielder, by Griffin Rose, your shortstop there. Runner stays put. So you got one out. We're in the bottom of the second inning. Josh Russell, your center fielder, number 21, will come to the plate. My youngest son also prides himself as being an outfielder. He plays on the JV, and he bought him some black cleats so he could be like Josh. He fancies, he looks up to Josh. Josh plays his position, and he had to have him some black cleats because Josh wears black cleats. All right, so after a little bit of something there, we get a runner to third. I assume it looked like we were stealing on the home there, and he got tied up but made it. So Josh has got a runner at third. He turns, I don't know how I almost thought he kept that fair. That ball was way inside. Barely foul for strike one. Hit it pretty hard right over almost over the bag. That's a ball in off the plate, taken for ball one. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Scores 5-0 Saints. Josh Brown, your number 1, stands at third base. Josh hits it right at the second baseman, who can't get up and handle it. I think he mistimed his jump a little there, but that'll score the run. Josh is at first base. Scores now 6-0, 1 out. So your big fella Trip Ray will come to the plate. We're going to have a pitching change here, I believe. Probably a good move. Saints are putting the bat on the ball. Just a couple of them are going right at somebody, but everyone, I think, is putting the bat on the ball thus far. So, no, not a pitching change. We're going to have just a, I think we moved. I think somebody's going in to warm up, maybe. We got a substitute in at second base, and we're going to try it again. Trip Ray, number 13, comes to the plate. He walked his last time up. Going to want something to hack at here. With a 6-run lead, and Saints kind of playing loose here. Let's see if Tripp puts a big cut on a good ball here. They check on the runner. Josh takes off. That's going to be close. Josh is speedy, thank goodness, because that was a pretty quick release by the catcher. And Josh is in safely at second. We are moving on the base paths. So the big fella's got a runner at second. Tripp is ahead in the count. 1 ball, no strikes. That's going to be tough. Woo! That pitch looked like a beach ball coming in here. I thought that pitch was about to get slammed somewhere, and Tripp out ahead of it and can't get a hold of it. Count is 1-1. Russell stands at that one. Also looks like a beach ball. Tripp offers, can't get it. I think he fouled it there. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. So hard to wait back on a extremely slow pitch. It's probably one of the hardest things to do as a hitter. Most of these kids can hit an 85-mile-an-hour fastball, but a 55 gives them problems. It's really effective when it's over the plate. If nothing else, you got a lot of kids catching ground ball and pop flies. So Tripp gets a 1-2 count. 1 out, runner at second base. That ball will get by the catcher there. Got a pass ball. Josh gets to third. Count is 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. See if the pitcher can get one across the plate here, and maybe Tripp gets a chance to get at one here. Hits the ball right on the end of the bat. Shortstop makes a phenomenal play on the run and gets the put out, but Tripp gets the ribby, gets the run in, and shortstop makes a great play. We got 2 outs here. Score is now 7-0. Jack Newman, number 7, your first baseman, comes to the plate. Pretty good athlete there at shortstop. That was a good play. Gets a fastball out off the plate, taken for ball 1. Jack gets a curveball that is taken for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. That's a pretty effective pitch to a lefty. I don't know how you hit that pitch. The ball comes in out over the very outside edge of the plate and comes in late. Same pitch. This one here is shortstop, catches a little more in the middle of the field, and first base cannot handle it. And pretty decent play by shortstop, and I think it's one of the disadvantages of having a smaller shortstop there. But Jack Newman is aboard here. Nolan Cody, number 5, your left fielder, comes to the plate. I believe Nolan got hit by pitches last time. I could be wrong. That's a fastball up and out off the plate, taken for ball 1. So you got 1 ball, no strikes. You got 2 outs. Score is 7-0. Saints put up 5 thus far in the bottom of the second. Catcher does a nice job blocking that ball up in the dirt. Nolan just waiting on a good pitch over the heart of the plate. He's a free swinger. Nolan's got a 3 ball, no strike count here with 2 outs, so behind Nolan, Mr. Cooper Thompson, your third baseman, will come to the plate. That's a pitch off the plate, down, taken for ball 4. So Cooper T comes to the plate, 2 men on, scores 7-0, bottom of the second inning. We got 2 outs, so there's a force out on any bag. See if Cooper can find a gap here. And behind him, if he's lucky enough to get the job done, then the catcher will come back up. That's a ball in off the plate. 1 ball, no strikes. That's a good pitch and a good hit, but that will be I was going to be a very close play even if you fielded it cleanly. I think Cooper was going to make it anyway. That'll score another run. Score is 8-0. Runner will advance. Nolan Cody will go to third. Cooper Thompson stands on first. Here comes the catcher, number 40. Tyler Bryan again. He had a single his last time up in the left center. See if Tyler can wait on one and do it again. That will be a called strike up and in. No balls, 1 strike. That ball will be hit at right field, and we'll be have an E7. Or no, E9. My bad. How to score a couple more runs. Score is now 10-0.
Now batting, number 27, Brennan.
Brennan Bomar comes to the plate. Your second baseman. He's got a runner in Mr. Jack Lawrence at second base. He hits that ball hard. That will be foul by about a foot. Pretty good hit by Mr. Bomar. Score is now 10-0 in the bottom of the second. Saints have put up 8 thus far. So Saints off to a blazing start here. Young fella on the hill has probably had about enough of these hitters. Tries to get him with a curveball there. That ball will be outside, taken for ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Bottom of the second inning. Jack Lawrence, your base runner. That ball will be popped up. I would think Wright can get that one, and he does. He gets under that one, scores, gets the third out, but the Saints score 8 in the bottom of the second. After 2 innings, scores 10-0. All right, here we go. Top of the third. Number 11 comes to the plate for Germantown. Dylan James still on the hill. I think everyone else is still the same for the Saints. It's a fastball down out of the zone, taken for ball one. Would imagine you'll get a little jockeying next inning with the defensive positions here if things stay the same. Dylan puts a fastball on the outside part of the plate for strike one. That is exactly where they wanted it, and that's strike two. 1 ball, 2 strikes. We tried to frame it but didn't get a call. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Dylan helps himself out, gets some leather on it, sets his feet, sees he's got plenty of time, fires over to first, and we got an out. So pretty good job by the pitcher there. 1 out. Top of the 3rd inning here. Scored 10-0. Number 5, I believe that's your catcher, comes to the plate. Randy Smith is your catcher. Gets a nasty curveball out of the gate for strike one. That's a tough pitch to see, pitch one, and you're at bat. He gets a fastball in the outer half, taken for strike two. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. It's a fastball, strikeout. Got 2 outs quick. Got number 2 comes to the plate. I believe this is your 2-hole hitter. Mr. Joyner, your shortstop. I believe he had one of the infield. I believe he had an infield. That ball is hammered. And that ball is smoked to the right field fence. That will be a triple at least. Ball was hit very hard by your shortstop. Got a pitch right over the heart of the plate, and he knew what to do with it. He hits it about 360 in the air. He stands at third, but he's got 2 outs, so see if Dylan can work around that here. And number 7, your first baseman, comes to the plate. Dylan's got a fastball on the outside part of the plate for called strike one. That ball hit right at right field. Josh hauls it in, and a little bit of excitement, but no runs. Score is still 10-0 after 2.5.
Now batting number 1, Brown.
Allow me to introduce myself. My name is H to the OV. I used to move snow.
All right, folks. You got number 1, Josh Brown comes to the plate again for the Saints in the bottom of the third inning. Saints are up big. So, see if Josh can get the job done here. Josh gets a ball in the very bottom of the zone, swings, and we got a foul ball for strike 1. No balls, 1 strike. He is hit by a pitch off speed that does not
Now batting number 20.
get back over the plate. She got our shortstop, number 28, Griffin Rose, comes to the plate. He's had a couple of putouts thus far. He's looking to get going. Josh Brown's at first. Griffin hits a ball right at the second baseman. The umpires kind of appeared to almost get smashed with the ball and gets out of the way, but the second baseman can't put a glove on it.
Now batting number 21, Joshua Russell.
That should be an E4. So the Saints continue to put the bat on the ball, and it just creates problems for Germantown here. So number 21, Josh Russell, comes to the plate with 2 men on and both of them in scoring position. See if Josh can. That's a fastball out off the plate on the outside edge, taken for strike 1. No balls, 1 strike. He tries his best to wait back, but he can't. And Josh pops up to the shortstop, who gets over in shallow center and makes the catch. Runners stay put. So we got 1 down in the bottom of the third. Trip Ray comes to the plate, your designated hitter, number 13, with 2 men on and 1 out. He grounded out to the shortstop his last time up. Hit a ball right off the end of the bat. That is a hard hit ball, but foul. Tripp could not manage to wait back last time at bat, and he's going to try to do that this time. He gets out of the way of a ball inside. Count is 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 out. Bottom of the third inning. Saints lead 10-0 against Germantown. More of the same. Hard hit ball, but the ball was inside. He can't keep it fair. Big fella's trying to hit something hard. Needs a pitch over the middle of the plate. Both of those strikes have been over the inside half of the plate. It's hard to keep that fair. Tripp gets a tough pitch out off the plate there, an off speed that just stays away from the zone. They get a put out there. Got 2 outs now. Number 7, Jack Newman, comes to the plate. Got 2 men on. He's going to hit a ball right at first base, who will field it cleanly and gets the put out. So you get a clean defensive inning there for Germantown. The score is still 10-0 after 3. All right, folks, going to the top of the 4th inning. Germantown sends number 24 to the plate. We got a new pitcher on the hill. Garrett Simmons, the crafty left-hander, comes in. Everyone else stays the same. Garrett starts off with a fastball out off at the plate, taken for ball 1. Let's see if Garrett can continue the pretty good game by the Saints pitching here. Dylan did a fine job for 3 innings. I think he allowed 2 hits. One of those was an infield hit, just barely, and then one was a pretty solid hit. So 3 innings there, 1 well-hit ball. That's not bad. You get a strike right there, a curve ball. Comes in right over the heart of the plate, taken for strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Garrett ties him up in on the hands with a fastball. That ball was breaking back over the plate. Kind of a cutter. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Wouldn't be surprised to see the hook here. That's exactly what you get. See if Garrett can help himself out. No, Cooper Thompson will do it. Cooper's crashing in, gets the ball. Garrett cannot field it. Cooper's on the run, makes a good play. So we got 1 man up, 1 out. Top of the 4th inning. Number 15 comes to the plate for Germantown. It's another curveball. Looks like a strike out of his hand. That ball buries in the dirt, comes off the plate, and no chance. Swing and a miss. No balls, 1 strike. It's a fastball down, taken for ball 1. That's a good fastball right over the heart of the plate. That will be fielded, or should be fielded, by Jack, first baseman, and it is. So now we got 2 outs, top of the 4th inning. Number 3 steps to the plate for Germantown. No men on, 2 outs. Garrett Simmons is efficient thus far. Gonna have a 2-out bunt taken by Garrett, and we'll get the put out. Sometimes that is very surprising. If had that ball been down the line, that probably would have been a base hit for sure, but Garrett is able to get it and gets the out. So after 3.5, score is still 10-0. All right, Saints, we come to the bottom of the 4th. Saints lead 10-0. We send Owen Cassidy to the plate, number 44. I believe he is hitting for Nolan Cody. Could be wrong, but I think he is. He comes into the ball game, I'm assuming, to go to left field. Nolan takes ball 1 down. That's a ball out off the plate for ball 2. Behind him will be number 4, Cooper Thompson. Gets a, I don't know what that was, kind of an ephus pitch there that falls in the zone, and that's a pretty good pitch. 2 balls, 1 strike. It's not his curveball, so that's the first time I've seen that one. That is a curveball. Falls out of the strike zone. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Ooh. Closer than you want there. 3 balls, 2 strikes to Owen Cassidy. Owen's going to have himself almost a base hit. Shortstop's playing up the middle, and ball not hit hard enough to get through. Shortstop number 2 gets the put out. Owen Cassidy goes down on a ground out. So number 4, Cooper Thompson, comes to the plate. Behind him will be number 40, Tyler Bryan. See if Cooper can find a way on here. Scored 10-0 Saints. In the bottom of the 4th, they have 1 out. Cooper, that's going to be trouble. Cooper gets him a base hit. Center can't get to it. Short can't get back to it. And he's got a base hit.
Now batting, number 40, Tyler Bryant.
So our catcher comes up with one man on. See if number 40 can wait on it. He hit a kind of a loopy fly ball to right his last time. Managed to get on with an error. See if he can hit one hard. Cooper Thompson is at first with a base hit. That's a fastball out off the plate, taken for ball one. Tyler had a base hit his first time up. It's a fastball out off the plate for ball two. 2 balls, no strikes, 1 out. Score is 10-0 Saints, who had only, I think they only have 3 base hits thus far. Get an off speed. That's a call for strike 1. I believe that's 2 balls, 1 strike. See if you get another off speed here. We get too big a swing.
Now batting, number 30.
Tries to do too much with it and pops it up again to first base. Get number 30, Aiden McCready, in the ball game here. That's a fastball down. Aiden will come in for number 27, Brennan Bomar. That's a good cut on it. Fouls it off. Count is 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Catcher tries to get Cooper at first, and Cooper gets back safely. 1 ball, 1 strike, or 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Bottom of the 4th inning. It's a called strike on the outside part of the plate for strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. It's curveball and can't handle it. Taken for ball 3. Count is full. Cooper will advance on a ball in the dirt. Aiden McCready will come in at second base. Count is full. Got 2 outs. Aiden hits a ball at left field. Should be caught, but it is not.
Now batting, number 25, Jack Lawrence.
So that will score a run. Number 25, Jack Lawrence, will come in to bat for number 1, Josh Brown. Score is now 11-0. Got 2 outs. Let's go, Jack. Jack's going to take a fastball in the outer half of the plate. No balls, 1 strike. Ball's hit hard misplayed by right field. That will score a run. Jack hit the ball hard right at the right fielder who took 2 steps in but then figured out that was a mistake.
Number 10, Landon Rogers.
Ain't gon' man my shoe, shirt gon' man my belt, and I be so fly, I can't help myself, yeah, I'm fresh as in the class, fresh as in the...
So you get number 10, Landon Rogers, in for number 28, Griffin Rose. Score is 12-0 now. Landon takes a fastball for strike 1. No balls, 1 strike. Hits a ball at shortstop. Makes a phenomenal play. That was a tough play. He crashes in, makes a play, sidearms at the first base, fires a strike, gets Landon out for the 3rd out. Scores 12-0 after 4. All right, here we go. Top of the 5th. Garrett Simmons on the hill for the Saints. Got a bunch of defensive changes here. It's a good pitch, and that will be hit right at the left fielder, Owen Cassidy, who hauls it in for out number 1. Garrett gets 1 pitch, 1 out in the top of the 5th. Number 9 steps to the plate for Germantown. I believe this is your right fielder. It's a curveball. Comes in there for a called strike 1. No balls, 1 strike. It's a fastball. Looked to be a good pitch, but I think that was taken low for ball 1. Count is 1 ball, 1 strike. Gets another breaking ball right at the pitcher. Helps himself out. Throws over to Jace Walker, number 34, in at first base for the Saints. Hayden McCready goes to second base. Landon Rogers goes to short. Cooper Thompson still at third. You got Mr. Matthew Dallas goes in at center field. Jack Lawrence goes to right. Owen Cassidy goes to left. So we got 2 quick outs, top of the 5th inning. Garrett misses with a fastball low. Taken for ball 1. That's a fastball fouled back for strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. We got 2 outs. Saints lead 12-0 in the top of the 5th inning. It's a good pitch. Foul back. Stay alive. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Top of the 5th inning. It's a 3rd strike in the dirt. Catcher corrals the ball and tags the runner before he's able to get out of the box. That should be it, folks. And it is. Your Saints get the W over Germantown Red Devils after 4.5. Score is 12-0.